Hi guys, Ancient Warrior. Welcome back to Prepping in Free America. If you like what you hear here, hit the subscribe button. If you want to be the first kid on your block to know what craziness we're talking about next, hit the bell icon with all. And leave comments, folks. I don't mind answering comments. Just don't be rude, if you know what I mean. I need to start this video with an apology. I know I've been offline for about, a little over a week. I just abruptly quit making videos. Well, it wasn't abrupt, but it was something I had to do. I didn't have a choice. Guys, about 3 weeks ago I threw my back out. And I did everything the doctor told me except one minor thing. I didn't stay on. They gave me a cane, told me to walk with it. And I'm sorry, folks. I just did not follow the rules. So what ended up happening was I threw my back out a second time. And I've been on a cane for the last week and having to go see the chiropractor every other day. Wonder how that happens. Always get something on my glasses. Just appears. But guys, was visiting the chiropractor every other day. And believe me, I did not feel worth a flip to try to make a video. And I do apologize for that, but you know, when your back hurts and your legs hurt and everything, now I'm feeling better. My back still hurts. I'm still tootling around with the stick in my hand. But things are going okay. So let's talk about gas prices. You know that elephant in the room? Yeah, it's not an elephant, it's a dang dinosaur. In November of 2020, unleaded premium gas in Amarillo, Texas was $1.72. And it stayed that way for almost a year, with minor fluctuations up and down. You know what I mean. I went and got gas this morning. I didn't get the premium. It was over $4 a gallon. I didn't get the plus, the mid-grade, because it was getting close to $4. Gasoline this morning on my way home from work, and yes, I'm back to working, was $3.69. A half a tank in my little 2005 Hyundai Santa Fe was $32. It's what I used to pay for a full tank. Guys, I don't let it go down that much anymore. Where I used to get down to, quarter of a tank in the car before I'd refill, now I'm refilling at half. I talked to a couple from over in Oklahoma City, and they told me about the same thing that was going on in Oklahoma City. I talked to a couple from Albuquerque, and boy, they gave me an earful. They gave me an earful. He said, kind of jokingly, wish he could could find a tank big enough to put in a trailer to haul gas back to New Mexico, where he lives, up north of Albuquerque. Asked him what gas was, and he said, it's $1 more than it is here for the low grade. He said it's over $5 for the super like he needs for that Range Rover he drives. He has to have the highest. I was going, oh dear God. We're in deep doo-doo, folks. And our leaders don't care. They do not care if you can survive this. This week, next week, I'm going to go back and redo a couple of videos. We're going to do a EDC for 2022, what I carry to work every day. There's been a couple of changes. And I hate to say it, but they're necessity changes. So, this week we will do some videos on the change in my EDC. Some things change, some things never will. And some things change due to what clothing I'm wearing. But believe me, some things never change. I was told that last night. A friend of mine, he and his wife came by out there where I work. We opened for the spring break, and he looked at me and he says, I knew where I'd find you because some things just never change. Well, gotta have some kind of fun and excitement in your life, don't you? Alright guys, let's talk about what to do about gas mileage. Number one, make sure you have a clean air filter in your car. Air filters last a little longer, but don't force your air filter to last. If it goes 6 months, change it. And I know these things are expensive, but just that little bit can help you get a gallon or two more. Tires. Make sure you've got good tread, number one. Number two, make sure you have your tires inflated to what the car door says it needs to be. Don't go by what the tires say. Go by with what your car door says. That way your car will get the best fuel economy possible. 3, make sure you've got good clean oil in that car. You can run oil to the point to where it has very little to no viscosity left, and it's not coating much of anything. I met somebody the other day, matter of fact I was at the chiropractor's office. A woman was saying how bad her gas mileage was, and the first thing out of my mouth was, I asked her, when was the last time you had an oil change? And she looked at me and she said, I don't think I've ever changed the oil in that car since I bought it. Really? And it's still running. Have you had to add oil? Which I'm sure somebody has done for her. I told her to take it, get the oil changed, and get the air filter changed, and see what that does. I also told her to make sure tires were inflated properly. to not what the tire says, but what the door says. She came out to work the other night, and she said, "You were right. They changed my oil. They put a new air filter in," and she said the old one looked like it had been in there 100 years. And I said, our weather around here is horrible for air filters. Don't go with what the company says. Don't go with whatever the manufacturer says works. Go with what you know should happen. And believe me, with all the dirt flying in the air around here for the last month, you know, last Friday we got a snow here, and the dogs got out in the snow. The blue heeler was kicking around, and dust was coming up from under the snow because it was dry snow. Folks, do the little things to make sure your vehicle runs good. With that being said, remember, it's better to have this stuff and not need it than need it and not have it. I'm the Ancient Warrior, and we're out.